for playback. We're just waiting on a few people to get here. Had some technical difficulties. Just waiting on y'all to get back. Spidey Freak, what up? Jay Wolfie, Oasis, Bradley, what's up? McLovin, yo, we back. Sweet Lord, that was frustrating. Extremely. Here's the thing. I wouldn't be so frustrated if I wasn't paying top dollar to Cox Cable. Anybody from Cox Cable, if you'd like to reach out to me, that'd be fantastic because I've called numerous times to no avail. So I'm glad that we're back. We're back. Here we go. Let's pick this back up. I apologize. I didn't do anything differently last night compared to tonight. So here we go. Let's get those whys back in there. I want to know. You know what? I take that back. Let's just do this. Let us do this. All right. We did this last night. We're going to do it again. Rather than dropping it in the chat and having it missed, why don't we do this? Right now, actually, I take that back. You know what? I know the UK, we got to them late last night, so I'm going to do the UK first. If you are from the UK, don't worry. Don't worry, US. I'm gonna give you your time to shine as well. But for the US, jeez, Matt, get it together. For the UK, if you have a why and you want to talk about it, hit me up on IG right now. Call me on IG, and I will pick up, and I will put you on here, and we'll talk about your why for like 2-ish minutes. Brad, I saw you talking about it earlier. You're going to make that 30 to 45-minute mark. You already know I'm probably not. And I'm going to try to abide by my 2 minutes for the calls this time. Jake, I agree, but I want to hear y'all's voice. I want to give y'all the opportunity to talk and be heard. I like that. Oh, Ace, the fam was always asleep. F. It's all good. Joyful Spirit. Until somebody from the UK calls my Instagram, it's Matt Lane Fitness. I'm going to answer Joyful Spirit. How do you develop a why? I have some reasons, health, family, looks, but they don't feel strong enough to be a why. They don't motivate me. Got it. And it makes total sense. So if you were here at the beginning, I sort of went into my story of, my why. And there has to be, there does have to be a driving force. Everybody's why is different. If you don't have a why yet, it's okay. But you have to keep looking. You have to keep searching. I've met a lot of people that have had family members that have died or had strokes, or they themselves had a really big moment in their life that there was sort of a turning point. I don't believe that it has to be a crazy thing like that, but there is a reason that whatever your goal is, there's a reason that it's not very strong for you. So even in the words that you chose, Joyful Spirit, and this is not me razzing, but, health, family, looks, those are, fairly generic. So I guess the question to explore would be, what about your health? Are you talking about the ability to live longer? Are you talking about the ability to move without pain? Are you talking about being able to be stronger? And try to get super, super specific with it to narrow down that reason. What about your family? Your family for the reason of sticking around longer. If you have, siblings, or if you have, young ones beneath you that you want to be a role model. So looks, there's something deeper than that there too. Everybody wants to look good naked. I don't care who you are. You want to look good naked. But what is it beyond that? Is it like myself? So at one point I went to this like really dark place of, I'm not lean enough. I'm not big enough. It was just such vanity pieces. And it was really ultimately insecurity for me. So really digging into those reasons, and I think you have to search, you have to be open minded, and you have to listen to yourself. Nobody from the UK because it's 2 a.m. calling, which I get it, it's all good. But what I am going to do now is I'm going to open up the Google Voice number and I'm going to flash it on screen here now. First person that wants to give me their why and talk about it, let's hit me with it. We'll go for like 2 minutes and then we'll go, and then we'll swap out. So here we go. There's the number, 462-4281. By the way, in playback, if you try to call this number, it's not going to work because the number is deactivated off of this live. But for now, give me a call and we'll put you on speaker and we'll do it. Random Andy. My why is, why did I let my weight take over my life for so long and let it ruin relationships? Really now. Ruin relationships with friend by being lazy. Okay. Let it ruin my body and take over the mentality for so long. Hang tight on that at Random Andy.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hey, what's up? Who's this?
Hey, my name's Levi. Username on YouTube is Alex Star. I don't know if you might recognize that better.
You say Alex Star?
Atlas Guitar on YouTube.
Hey, yeah. What? And tell me one more time. What was your name?
Levi.
Levi. Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you calling. What's up? So you got a why?
Yeah, great to talk to you.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I guess the why I know is why I'm going to college.
Okay.
I'm studying to become a teacher. I want to be a social studies teacher in high school.
Okay.
I just really loved all the social studies teachers I had, from middle school and high school. They inspired me, as well as all my other teachers, really. And I also want to be able to show other people, I want them to learn about the past and show them the way that they can impact the future, no matter whether it's big or small. And, yeah, I guess that's kind of it mostly.
That's huge. I think that's beautiful because, the age-old saying, we learn from the past. Like we make decisions for the future based on the past. So that's huge. You sound really strong in that why. How long have you known that?
I don't know. I feel like I've known it for a few years, but I honestly hadn't really thought about it enough to put that into words until, probably even today.
Well, I think that's awesome. I think that's really cool. And it's interesting you say that because you're right. Like when you hear those words out loud or when you write them down, like it just makes it a little more tangible. It's no longer sort of a fleeting thought in your head. Well, that's awesome, man. That's I'm really happy for you. That's great because not everybody has the why. I'm happy for you. That's fantastic. And first of all, I'm really grateful for you being here because yes, I've seen Atlas Guitar all over this channel. I really appreciate it. But heck yeah, man. I'm glad I got to talk to you.
Yeah, glad to talk to you too.
Awesome, Levi. I'll talk to you soon, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. Bye.
Bye.
That was cool. Heck yeah, Levi. Good for you, man. Good for you. And and I've talked about school before, and I am not a hater of school. I think that if you know what you want to do, or if you to an extent, I feel like if you feel like school is going to give you some sort of direction, then respect. Like Levi obviously has a very clear thing. He's like, this is the reason. There's a big core reason behind it. Then rock on, man. I think that's great. But for somebody to go get their master's just to get the master's, that I don't understand. Allie.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hey, is this Allie?
Oh, yeah, this is.
What's up?
Nothing. It's another young viewer. I'm Movie Blocks Actions, a.k.a. on the channel.
Very cool. What's up, Movie Blocks? How are you?
Nothing really. I'm doing fine.
Heck yeah. So, do you have a why?
Yeah. It's pretty complicated, but yeah.
Okay. Do tell.
Okay, so when I was like, I'd say 6 years old, I started like playing a lot of sports, and I wasn't really, fast. So that's when my dad kind of got me into like the whole workout routine running thing, and I kind of just did that for a little while. But then when I was 10, I kind of like fell down a pretty dark place. Kind of got a little bit depressed, and I know that sounds like pretty young, but yeah. And yeah, I kind of got overweight, and then after that, pretty much, it's kind of just been like a combination of that, also plus like everything my dad has kind of done, and through that, I guess it's kind of evolved into me just, enjoying working out for myself.
I think that's awesome. So, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 14 now.
Heck yeah, man, that's awesome. So, how long have you been like working out?
For like 3 years now.
That's awesome. Good for you. You started like super young. Good for you. Now, and of course, you don't have to share anything you don't want to share. But like you talked about your dad. Now, do you mean like he sort of influenced decisions or things that you weren't wanting to do? Is that what you mean?
Those things that I wanted to do it after a while.
Okay. Okay. Well, good for you. I mean, it's not that it's a rarity that somebody finds it that young. Like I didn't, I really didn't start doing it until I was like 19 or 20. So good for you, man. That's awesome. So how do you work out? Like what kind of, like a certain style? Do you body weight, bodybuilding? What do you do?
Like cardio and weight training.
Good for you, man. Good for you. That's awesome. But you're doing it for you. Heck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy for you. That's fantastic. Not everybody has a why as young as you are, so I'm happy for you. And I appreciate you being here, man. That's awesome. I appreciate you having the guts to call in, too, because, I mean, there's quite a few people watching, so I appreciate you.
Okay, thanks.
Absolutely, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye. That's awesome. See, man, like, even that young. And here's the thing, like, even if you don't have it figured out, it's all good. I mean, I really think that continuing to try, continuing to reach and trying to figure out what your why is, that's what's important. Curtis May, I got you. Hang tight.
Michael.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Is this Michael?
Yeah.
Michael, what's up?
How are you?
I'm doing good.
I'm doing pretty good. I actually just caught your stream, and for an autonomy's sake, I'll keep the name out of
Sure.
the call. But
That's cool.
you and I have actually been talking on email. This is that Michael.
Awesome. Very, very cool. Awesome. I'm really glad you caught the stream. Very cool. So,
Yeah, it's good to talk to you, man. It's good to hear your voice in person.
absolutely. Same to you. Same to you. Well, and yeah, and you don't have to share anything you don't want to share, of course, but like, you feel like you have somewhat of a why, or like, where do you feel like you're at with it?
Well, let me ask you about that, because like I said, I literally just caught the stream. And I saw the phone number. I was like, I've got to talk to Matt if I can. So I called in. So is my understanding correctly, is this just kind of the driving force behind, what the driving force between, what you do in life, that, why you go on going, I suppose? Is that what's going on?
You got it. Yeah, and I mean that why could that could be applied to your fitness. That could be to I mean, business goals or going to get a degree, whatever, like your driving force, whatever you're working on. Exactly.
I gotcha. Well, yeah. I'll tell you, man. I'll put it this way. There's a movie. I don't know if you've seen. Not that the movie's the reason why, but it illustrates my point. Have you seen Bruce Almighty or Evan Almighty?
Loved them both.
Awesome. So you would recognize then in Evan Almighty the whole concept between arc is the act of random kindness.
Yes.
And
So it's kind of a bygone gem moment, but the idea behind that to me, and as you know, what we have been talking about on through email, is just the idea of, we're all people on the same planet, and we're all just trying to make it through, and the best way to do that is to make it through together.
Yeah.
And so my why, my driving force is really just, every time I see someone in need, or if I, if I know I have some sort of a resource that can help somebody else out in some way, I try to make that happen. And, what we've been talking about over email, but also, here just where I live, there's just, there's people throughout the town that I know are in need. And so I do whatever I can to help those people out. And, it's just, day to day, week to week, I want to be someone who has influenced a person's life in some way to help them get to the next day or the next week, or to, just keep on going and know that they can depend on me if they are in need, for whatever reason. So that, hopefully I answered that to the best of my ability, but, that's kind of my why. And hopefully I inspire other people to do the same thing. You look to your left, you look to your right, you see someone in need, and those are the people you're living for,
Dude, love perpetuates love, and like that sounds so woo-woo and like hippie whatnot, but the person that we had on the podcast today, his name was Craig, and he really reversed my thinking around handing money to strangers, and I talk about that on the podcast, but you're 100% right that like, and there's like secretly this selfish side of giving, because like you feel so incredible giving, like it's an incredible feeling, and like if you can give without the expectation of somebody else finding out, like that's big. So like for you, that's huge, and that's every day, and like you're not doing it for glory because thousands of people aren't seeing it. You're just doing it for that person, and that's gorgeous. That is friggin' awesome, man. So good for you.
Yeah, and I'm glad I got to hear your voice in person, like I said, and hopefully somebody, whoever's watching the stream, might hear that too, and just maybe someone popped in their mind and they think, I should really just help that person out. And it really isn't for the glory. It really is just to help that person out, because they're in a situation you don't know anything about, but who knows? You may be that one thing that they needed that day to help them to just keep on going, and that means the whole world to that person. And it like you said, it's not for the glory at all.
You took the words out of my mouth with that, of like that $5 or that bottle of water or whatever, like it just. That could be the defining factor, and it could be something as simple as like a smile, like, hey, how you doing? Like, it's just, you're right. So good on you, man. Well, that's awesome. Well, again, it's super cool to hear your voice, not just the email. Super cool.
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, and I'm glad for everything you're doing too, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
The Mental Fitness Mafia. Did I get that right?
Yeah, the Mental Fit Mafia. Absolutely. That's right, man. Heck
yeah, man, keep that going.
Well, I appreciate you. I'll do it, and I'll keep talking to you in email.
Yes, sir, absolutely, and I appreciate you, man. You have a good one.
You do the same. I'm glad you called.
Yes, sir. All right.
Bye. That's cool, man. And it can be that simple. It really, really can. It can be that simple. Your why can be that simple. It's beautiful. Curtis May, I'm sorry it took me a minute. Thank you for the super chat. Damn, don't know if I'll make most of these lives, but I'll at least be watching them playback. It's all good. Thank you for the super chat. It's all good. And that's the beauty of this internet thing. It's going to be around here. CK Sidekick, look at that profile pic. Got a Mental Fit Mafia. You got the brain there. Looks good. CK Sidekick, good plan. Let them go first. It's late for them. You're talking about for the UK. Yeah, nobody. I bet everybody's knocked out. All right, somebody else is calling in.
Josh, Armentrout.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Josh, what up?
No, how are you, man?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Oh, we're living the dream. I can't believe I made it through to you, man.
Heck yeah,
I'm super excited.
Heck yeah.
Hey,
I missed that other guy's name, but he had a lot of powerful things to say. I just want to start off and say within the last 2 weeks, I've actually had 2 friends pass away. One due to suicide, and one hasn't been made clear yet. But it blows my mind that he brought all that up. You know, one little deciding factor could push somebody off the edge, and you know, whether that be emotional support. I mean, it's great.
Yeah. Michael brought up some heavy facts, man. And first, like, you have my heart, man. I'm so sorry. And like, those words do nothing for you, but
Yeah.
you got my heart, man. That's.
Yeah, I didn't mean to bring down the party over here. I do have a why, though.
No, not at all. Not at all. Don't apologize.
Just wanted to tell that last caller he had some very powerful words. I definitely appreciate him.
Absolutely, man.
But yeah, my why, man, I'm actually been working out for about 2 months now, man. Okay. I've been out of shape since COVID, and I've just been really trying to push through for not only for myself. I got a lot of friends. I got 2 friends that went through leukemia who gained a lot of weight, and I've been trying to help them start a Couch to 5K series.
Very cool. I love Couch to 5Ks. I think that concept is so awesome because it's like it's incrementally doable. You know, I love it. Well, so like 2 months.
Sorry, go ahead.
No. I'm sorry. I kept cutting you off. You go ahead.
No. You first.
We're too friggin' nice. So 2 months. Do you feel different?
Absolutely, yeah. Whenever I first started this, I was horribly out of shape. Never ran a day in my life. I was homeschooled, so I never did like gym or anything in school. So I started off. I could barely run for about 45 seconds, and now I can do about 6-7 minutes consistently, and then about a minute and a half off, I can jump again for about another 6-7 minutes.
Good
so
you,
I'm working up to that 35-minute 5K.
Heck yeah, man! That's awesome. Like I don't know if this is like I don't know if this is a part of what you want or what you would want. Like, I'm a psycho, dude. I want to document everything, and like, it would be cool, even if it was just for you, even if you held on to it, if you were shooting some sort of video somehow, just of your progress, you know, your thoughts for the day, or like, you know, damn, 1 week ago it felt like this, and this is how it feels. I think you would love yourself if you had that for 10 years from now. I'm telling you.
Absolutely. I actually take photos every time I go to the gym. I record my progress of how fast I've been going, and whenever I go on trails, I try to take some videos of me and my friends to go.
Such a good move, man. Such a good move. Well, dude, good for you. Seriously,
yeah.
Good for you. Heck.
I appreciate that. I got inspired by you and Holden doing your 5K, actually.
Well, I'm glad. That's awesome. Heck yeah. And dude, reach out anytime. Like I don't pretend to be a therapist. I'm damn sure not. I'm just a fitness guy. But
yeah.
Dude, that's tough. And you know, lean on the Mafia. Drop me an email. It's cliche, but it's true that it's one day at a time, and keep working on you. I'm really happy for you, seriously.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for answering. I'll continue to watch this podcast, man.
Heck yeah, man. Talk to you soon, I'll bet.
Okay.
All right.
All right, take care.
You too. Oh, dude, so rad. So rad. So rad. All right, I'm going to read some of the chat here. All right. I really need to make a change, though. My dad thinks I'm too young for the gym. I don't have room in my house to work out. I do go outside for running and walks, but I feel like actually going to the gym. So, Wace, I will tell you that, you know, on the books that it is a wee bit young, but you know, I mean, I understand where you're coming from with you kind of want to push and you kind of want to do.
Start that, Panda.
To accept, press 1. To send voicemail.
Hey, what's up? Who is this?
Hey, Matt. What's up? This is Sarthak Panda.
What Panda?
Sarthak. Sarthak, Sarthak.
Awesome. What's up? If you want to tell me your real name, hit me. But if you don't have to.
Well, you can just call me Panda. That's
I'll call
what
you
everyone
Panda.
calls me. So.
I'll call you Panda.
Yeah. Oh well, I've been listening to you for quite a while now, and I think Holden really helped just to get me introduced to you and some of your content. So I really appreciate everything you guys have been doing so far.
Heck yeah, thank you. Heck yeah.
So yeah, so just listening to some of the stuff that's been spoken about so far. Thinking about my why, so just some background. I just graduated college in May, and I think now it's kind of that phase where, where I kind of think about my future, where I want to head to, and how the steps to get there. And through my life, I've always thought about, what's my purpose. From a young age, I think I've seen a lot, in like my household and some of my friends' lives, and I've always tried to think about how can I best be helpful to these people, from supporting them emotionally and supporting them just as people. I think everybody has a lot of things that they all go through that they kind of hide and put on masks for just to lead a life every single day. And
Sure.
that can be tough. So I've always wanted to think about how can I best improve myself, mentally, physically. I used to be overweight. I started hitting the gym a couple years ago, and I felt great, and it really helped me just feel more comfortable in my own skin. And I always try to learn new skills, just being able to communicate, just being able to be there for people. So my why is really to build myself up to be the best that I can be, and really to help people reach their own potentials, to inspire people, and to really build enough on emotional intelligence and just being able to communicate to other people of different backgrounds and let them know that they themselves can achieve their goals, and they can just keep stepping on, and they'll reach everything that they need to as well. So I think that's really what it is. I'm still I think this will really help me to think about it more. So this is kind of like a rough kind of thought, but I'm excited to continue to refine it as I watch you and listen to others on the stream.
You're smart, smart, smart. You're extremely thoughtful. You used emotional intelligence, which is just, it navigates like who you will be. And like the beautiful thing about emotional intelligence is that it can evolve. Like, you can get better at it. Like the words you chose are really, really thoughtful. That's really good. So like, and what I also love is that you didn't just like, I heard it in your words that you chose. Like you weren't like, crap, like I don't know what I want to do. Like you just said, like the way you said it was like it can evolve. It, like I know it's going to evolve. I could hear it. So like you have a awesome mentality about it. Like you don't know exactly what it is, but you have like pieces of the puzzle. So good for you. So what did you, if you're cool with saying, what did you graduate with? Like what degree?
So I graduated in business, specifically in marketing, and I've been working I started my job a couple months ago in HR. So this is like a company that I interned with, and then I just like how people focused it is, and a lot of the work is helping to support the employees of this company, being able to understand the culture, really also building on like emotional intelligence as well as a lot of the training that we do. So I'm really happy that it lets me kind of yield my strengths over into the work. So
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. So like you sound like you could be in that, you sound like you could be a leader, like management, HR, like you sound like you could really help navigate a team. That's what it sounds like to me.
yeah, that's really the goal. I think a lot of my work I've been doing is trying to meet with different leaders in the company and just hear more about also like global HR and how I can lend myself on a worldwide perspective to learn about different business practices, how I can meet with people of different backgrounds and really help to inspire them and help to really just be empathetic. And I think sometimes people, when it comes to the work, especially in business, it can be a bit stiff
Yep.
where, people think very much about how to progress, but not really about the people that are around them. So I really just hope I can, learn as much as I can, and that's something I've picked up from you as well. So I'm really happy that I got connected with you.
Heck yeah, man. Well, I'm happy for you. And I don't know if you've ever heard the name. You ever heard the name Gary Vaynerchuk?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, man, he's right up your alley. If that's like like again, the words you were choosing, like culture, like you want to mold like a good place to be, and like that's awesome. Good for you, because it's not everywhere that is. So good for you, man. Heck yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, dude, I appreciate you. I appreciate you calling in and sharing. I appreciate it. It's really intimate.
Absolutely. No, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it too.
Absolutely, man. I bet I'll talk to you soon.
Yep. Take care, man. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, later. All right, I'm gonna get one more y'all in here because I wanna dive into the chat. I know y'all been dropping bombs in here in the comments. I'm reading. Oh, wait, Rob Cameron, I get really nervous. My family members will laugh at me, and it just messes with my mindset. Oh, wait, I feel you. Like, I get it. Family, like, that's as close that it gets. And, if somebody has their own shortcomings for themselves and then it's projected on you, it's just how do you process it? And, again, I know we talked about you're fairly young. You have to realize that they do love you, but they might not have all of the right things for themselves yet. And this is no insult to them, but they might not have all the right things for themselves yet. So try not to take that to heart. Try not to take that personally, and just try to work on you. Try to develop you. I'm gonna get one more person. If you call in, I'm gonna pick up one more person because I'm gonna dive back into the chat here. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know y'all could leave a message. That's cool. Matt, my Y is up there. It's going to disappear. Jay Wolfie, I'm looking. Actually, it hasn't yet. I'm looking. No, my Y disappeared. Okay, no worries. Joking. Jay Wolfie. Double O Kevin's up in here. What's up, man? McLovin, this phone idea is great, Matt. Mental Fit Mafia for life. McLovin, I appreciate you. And you know what? I'm proud of my crude holding my cell phone up to speaker, handheld microphone. I'm sitting on my couch. It works. That's all that matters. It's not pretty. It's not perfect, but it works. All right, I'm getting somebody in. Hang tight.
1. To send a voicemail.
Hello.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, what's up? Who's this?
This is Tyler.
Tyler, what's up? What's your screen name if you're cool with telling me?
It's just my first and last name.
Okay.
It's Tyler Zimmerman.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that name. What's up, Tyler? What's up, man?
So I've been kind of lost in this quarantine.
You've been kind of lost?
Yeah, trying to find a job and everything.
Okay. Well, I will tell you this. Right now is an unprecedented time, bro. This is a crazy, crazy time. I don't know where you live, but this is a tough time. So I hope you're not beating yourself up because you can't find a job. And if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 22.
Okay, gotcha. So you're lost simply because you can't find a job, or are you lost because you don't know what you want to do as a job? What do you mean?
I kind of don't know what I want to do.
That's okay. That's all right. It's no big. So tell me, what are you interested in?
I like to draw, and I studied graphic design for college.
Why do you like drawing?
That's kind of a hard question to answer.
That's okay.
I guess because it makes me happy.
That's a damn good start, man. That's a really, really good start. So for you, is drawing, is it like an expression, or is it escapism? Is it like when you're drawing, what do you feel? Do you know?
Sometimes it makes me calm.
So happy and calm. Those are both, that's a really good start, man. So how much do you draw?
Lately I haven't drawn a lot, but I've been trying to pick it back up.
Do you share any of these drawings?
Yeah, I have an Instagram page I like to share art with too.
What's your Instagram page?
It's like Tyler, but like a weird anime name.
Okay. All right.
Extra words.
Tyler, you said it's a weird anime. I'm gonna look you up right now.
Okay. It's Ichihara, like Ichara, I think.
Ichihara. Tyler Ichihara. I'm looking for you. Not seeing you. Do me this. You have your phone on you, obviously.
Yeah.
Send me a text through Instagram or like a message through Instagram. That way I can look you up. I'm really putting you on the spot. Guys, if you're just joining right now, we're about to look his Instagram up, if he's cool with it. I want to see his drawings. I want to see. He says it makes him happy, brings him like calm, and he's got something that he enjoys, which is awesome.
Oh,
Did you find me?
yeah, I just found it.
Cool. Yeah, just shoot me a message real quick.
I just sent a message.
All right, cool. I'm on the lookout. Hasn't come through yet. So, what do you usually draw? Or is there like certain things that you draw?
A lot of fan art.
Okay. All right. So, like in your craziest, wildest, ridiculous, holy crap, that could never happen dreams, what would you do with drawing?
I'd want to work for DC.
You answered that pretty quickly. Like that, like it to me, it sounds like that's not the first time you've thought about that. Like you were pretty quick on that. So, like, what if that was what you were wanting to? Like, what if that's what you did? Like, what if that's what you worked on? Tell me, like, give me a good reason as to why that couldn't work.
I'm not sure.
I love it that I love it that you have something in you. Like, I mean, you enjoy drawing. It makes you happy. It brings you calm. And right when I ask, what's the craziest thing that you could think of that you'd want to do? I mean, you answered it in less than a second. So I get what you're saying, though. Like, you want to draw for DC. That's like crazy dreams. But, what do I do right now for a job? I get what you're saying. So I'm not saying, like, don't pay the bills and then, just try to work on DC the whole time. But what if you did that? What if you got a job, just a job when you can to pay the bills, and then you worked your butt off to get to DC, to draw for DC?
That'd be cool.
Well, I mean, it's possible. Can you agree with me that?
Yeah.
If it's possible, then go make it happen.
I like the way you think.
Here's the thing, though. Draw, draw, draw. Draw what you enjoy. Draw what makes you happy. Continue to draw because it makes you calm. Keep drawing. But The only way anyone is ever found is if they keep putting it out there. So put it out there, man. Put it on every social media platform that there is. Keep putting it on Instagram. I still didn't get your message yet, but keep putting it on Instagram. Like do time lapse videos of you drawing on YouTube. TikTok is huge for it. You can, and you have the want to do it, and you have this crazy dream that's not crazy. So make it happen. Make it happen. And the beautiful thing is you have social media to quote unquote get known. You can make it happen, man.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely, brother. I'm still looking for that message. So even when we hang up, like hit me up. I want to see your drawings.
Okay.
All right, man. I appreciate you calling in. Go work for DC. Go make it happen.
I'll try.
All right, man. Bye.
Bye.
That was awesome. That's cool. Man, that's cool. I love that. God, I love that. And, like, here's the deal. Like, going and working for DC, think about, like, how has anybody ever gone and drawn for DC? Like, they drew. They found somebody that knew somebody that dated somebody that was somebody that whatever at DC, and they started drawing. Same thing for Marvel. Same thing, like, climbing that crazy ladder that is drawing for DC is simply putting in the work and, harnessing that craft. So I'm happy for you, man. Go make it happen. The Mike Monroe Show. First of all, thank you for the super chat. Finding creators like you and Holden has motivated me to get off my butt and focus on my content rather than letting doubt creep in. Love from Melbourne. That is awesome. I'm going to call you Mike. Wild guess, that's okay. And the beautiful thing is, Mike, that even if doubt creeps in, you can still keep going. Like, you can still keep going. But I'm really glad that creators like myself and Holden have pushed you to do more, to get off your butt and go. That's awesome, man. That makes me happy to hear. Good for you. A Life to Die For. Someone who knew someone exactly. I'm catching that late. A Life to Die For is the first time I'm seeing you in here, but I'm pretty sure you were the one that suggested this title, my why. So I'm glad you're here. Jake Schwarzer, my why. I am driven to better myself for a few reasons. Make my family and those who have supported my life thus far proud of who I am and who I am working towards being. Awesome. And if you know that's your why, then awesome. I would hope that in there somewhere you'd want to be proud of you. While I also get it, and I don't want to interject myself into that. It's different if I were talking to you, I think, but make sure that you're being proud of you. But good for you. Chris, agree, Matt. Draw and show on what makes you stand out compared to the others at DC. Absolutely. Like to be seen, you have to put yourself out there. Like, you have to put yourself out there. I was talking to somebody today, and they were wanting to make it like in music, and we were talking about it, and they from everything they told me, perfectionism was what was crippling them from putting out more. And after we talked a little more, they were like, I think you're right, it might be insecurities that are boiling down, but when you capitalize on that and you just make and do and put out and go, you don't have time to contemplate. You just have to make. You have to do. You have to go. A Life to Die For. Yes, I have an important why. Got shocking blood work results a month ago, so I found my real why finally. A Life to Die For. That's what I'm talking about. So it can be something like that is, in the grand scheme of things, it's lab work. But it gives you a big snapshot into what's going on with your body or something like that, and that can be it. And I know people that have had situations like that it didn't really change their mindset. They would still live the life that they were living. So good for you. Good for you by way of now you got the reason. Like, you got your why. So I'm happy for you. I know it sounds twisted that I'm saying that I'm glad that your lab work's off, but you know what I'm saying. CK Sidekick, Matt, my notifications are trash. Sunday is go. I think we're talking on Patreon. I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I got it. I'm keeping on the low from the Mafia here. Kings of the Hill, CK Sidekick. Have you seen the chat on John Campus Live questions? What? I missed it. A Life to Die For. Are congrats in order, Chris? I think so. She got that bad lab work back, but that's gonna, now she knows. Now she knows. I'm happy for her. Jay Woofy, I woke up one morning feeling super heavy, and then I went and weighed myself, and the whole... Come on, Matt, you can do this. I was a whole stone heavier than I was before lockdown, and I've been watching you and you've already been inspiring me. Here's the deal, guys. I want no one to beat themselves up ever, but especially not during a global pandemic. Okay? This has been a time that our generations have never seen. The closest thing they can compare to this was the Spanish flu. I believe that's what was said. And a lot of people's gained weight. And I'm not saying because everybody else has, it's fine. But everyone is feeling the same stressors. So don't beat yourself up about it. It's okay. Look, COVID is nothing you can control. You can't beat yourself up for something you can't control. So it's all good. Grab a hold of it. Control what you can control. Okay? Because you can't control COVID. We're still trying to get a hold on COVID. Ibrahima. Matt, go on IG, DM, bruh master. What? Yeah, guys, if you haven't noticed, my Instagram my Instagram is tough to get a hold of me. It's real tough. Ibrahima telling me to call. No, I'm not going to call anybody. I'm just going to have y'all call in. I appreciate you, though. Nick Mayfield, what's up, MFM? Looking forward to rewatching this in playback, but hope everyone is well. Nick, so I appreciate you being here. We have had a little snafu. This is part 2 because the original live, crashed on us. But, yeah, we're here. We're making it. Robert Martin, control the controllables. Exactly. Always hearing that at work. It's so true. You can't fear, you can't sweat, you can't worry about what you can't control. It's a waste of energy. It's a waste of energy. I'm going back, making sure I didn't miss any super chats. I thank you all. McLovin, I got you. Okay. Awesome, guys. All right. Okay, we've been going for a little while, including the other stream. This was fun. I'm glad that y'all were able to call in. I'm glad we heard your whys. I'm glad I got to, talk about what the why is to me, a life to die for. I appreciate that suggestion for this, but this has been a good one. Oasis. Matt, could you do a character analysis on Batman as his physical and mental fitness? So what I do want to do is I want to keep doing those, how I review their training and their nutrition and all that. I do have plans to do that. I do. Alex W. missed a couple at the start. No worries. What I miss? Wise? Maybe wise. Rob Cameron. Matt actually started getting me to document my progress, even though I really didn't want to. Yeah, I remember, bro. And I'm glad he did. I was encouraged by my progress that I didn't even know I was making. Yeah, so Rob, you're 100% right. I will tell y'all, I really feel like documenting everything is... If I could have a GoPro on me that would run 24/7, I would. Maybe I'll cut out the bathroom scenes, but... to be able to look back on your life is huge, and especially when you're working on something. I honestly don't care what you feel about yourself about the photos right now. Take the photos, put them in a vault, bury them in the ocean, have those photos. That way when you make the progression, when you meet the quote-unquote goal, whenever you've accomplished a lot of what you want to accomplish, you can look back, and those will be trophies. The thing that terrifies you, or the photos that you hate, will one day be your trophy. I promise you. Atlas Guitar. This has been a great one, Matt. Lots of good whys. I've heard and seen and actually getting to... Come on, Matt, slow it down. You can do this. Lots of good whys. I've heard and seen, and actually getting to call you was super cool. Nobody does fan interaction better than you, Matt. I'm not the only one that does this. I appreciate that, but I'm grateful y'all are here. I appreciate you, seriously. He wanted to be head for full stream. What are you talking about? These are great for encouragement. I appreciate you, Random Andy. Shout out to all the mods that are here. Shout out to all the members that are here. I appreciate y'all being here. Patrick, when this crazy pandemic and craziness 2020 is over, it's going to be fun to look back at this as a light in the dark. Absolutely, Patrick, absolutely. Yeah, and same for us. Like, same for on this side of the screen. It's gonna be a moment in time that we'll never forget. We'll never forget. All right. Okay. I said I was going to hang it up. And Brad, you were right. Totally obliterated that because I think I went over 30 minutes on the other live, and this one is 50 minutes. Yep. Butchered that. Almost 2 hours tonight. So I guess we're going to hang it up. Jeff Rain, you're just getting here. Gym time never bothers me, but it's hard as hell for me to get on a good diet. It's very motivating for the working out, but not the diet. So, Jeff Rain, here's the deal, brother. The nutrition is 24/7. The training is 1 to 2 hours, even 15, 20 minutes. That part is very multifaceted, the nutrition. That part is huge, of course, but you can't out-train a bad diet or bad nutrition. And I'll tell you that there are many, 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 many ways to do it. It doesn't have to look like how I do it. You don't have to prepare 60 meals at a time. You don't even have to meal prep if you don't want. There's so many ways to do it, man. The nutrition is huge. It's very individualistic to you. For me, having everything in the freezer ready to roll, knowing that I don't have bad options, it's very simple. I make it simple for myself. So making it simple for you is what's huge. Hopefully, how often do you want to do these call-in live streams? It's going to be every single day this week. For every live, I'm going to be calling somebody. I'm calling people in. Matt Lean Fitness, that's why it's harder. Absolutely, it's harder, without a doubt. Oh yeah, it's cool to look like a badass for an hour in the gym, but you get to walk away from that. The nutrition is the toughest part, bro. It really is. I know you've probably rifled through my content, but I have a specific section, nutrition, where I have a lot of hacks. So check that out. Seriously. Oh, man, I need Jenna here to press the end stream button. I love you all. I really appreciate y'all being here. This is a fun stream. I'm sorry that we had connectivity issues. We'll be back here again tomorrow, 7 p.m. Tomorrow's topic is self-motivation, I believe. Let me look because I've already forgotten. Hang tight. Hold on. Let me see here. Tomorrow's live. What a rookie. Come on, Matt. How do you not know your own schedule? So day 3 is self-motivation, life, and fitness. So self-motivation for life and fitness. So tonight we talked about the actual why behind it. We're going to talk about the self-motivating pieces tomorrow, but the why really ties into that, All right, I love y'all. This is great. I'll see y'all tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is great. You don't have to be perfect at this why thing. Just try to be better than yesterday every day. Great job, guys. For everybody that called in, and had the guts to give me your why and to give everybody your why, that was really transparent of you, so thank you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate it. All right, I'm pressing the end stream finally. I love you. Bye.